Hello, Floss Tube. It's Julie with Reflections Framing and Stitching. Today is Monday. It's the 12th of August, and I am here for Floss Tube number 70 something or possibly 80, but I forgot to look, so it is what it is. How are you? I'm doing good. Got a little bit of a back problem today. Can't figure out what I did yesterday that would have tweaked it, but it's kind of sore. But I've still got things I got to get done, so we're going to get this done, and then I'm going outside, and I'm going to, I wish I had a power washer, but I don't. Ours is not functional, so I'm just going to use the hose on, the hardest setting, and clean off the front of my house, because it's gross and disgusting, and I can't take it any longer. Yesterday I paid Katie to come out and pull some weeds for me. I'm highly allergic to mosquitoes, so I just don't want to do that myself. Even with insecticide on, I can't. They still munch on me. So I paid Katie, and she came and did a wonderful job, so thank you, Katie. Appreciate it. Hope you weren't too itchy the rest of the day. She was kind of itchy when she was here. Been really busy. I don't have a ton of stitching to show you. It's been a couple busy weeks, and last Saturday when I would have zoomed and worked on a Quaker Welcome, we had a wedding that we had to go to, and then this past Saturday we had all 4 grandchildren for the weekend, so they had a sleepover, and so no stitching happened this weekend. So I'm a little bit behind. I have some progress. I do not have a ton of progress, but I'm going to share it with you anyway. And then I do have an antique haul. I alluded to an antique that I purchased while on vacation. This particular thing necessitated painting the entryway. One thing always leads to another, so we painted the entryway. Well, by we I mean Dan, of course. I chose the color though. Anyway, he has finished the painting, and so we can get that finished up. So I anticipate in my next regular video I will be able to show you that particular antique and the remodel, the redo, the makeover of the entryway. I think it turned out really good. There's just a couple things that are left to be done before I can call it completed. The butler's pantry is coming along. We're getting to the little nitpicky parts, which is always a struggle for Dan to finish, so I'm going to have to ride him pretty hard, because this is going to be completely finished, not just 99.9% finished like normal. So I am going to be riding his butt pretty hard. I normally do anyway, but it's going to be worse this time. So that's kind of what's been going on. We've got the online needlework marketplace thing right now, so I'm busy putting sneak peeks up on, I haven't seen sneak peeks. I'm only getting full pictures at this point. I'm getting them onto the Facebook page. I am not putting them on the website this time, but I am putting them on the Facebook page, so if there's anything that you see there that you need, go ahead and leave a comment, fill out the contact information form that you can get to by clicking on there's a post at the top of the page. And I would be happy to try and get what you want. There are some things I will not be able to get, but I'll let you know if I can't. And yeah, that's been sucking up a lot of time at work. So that's what I know. I hope everything is going well in your world. I wish I was recording this on my deck, but we had a little wind here in Nebraska, and that little wind did a number on my deck. So on top of the hail damage, we now have deck damage that needs to get fixed. We have a hole in the middle of the floor of our deck, which the deck people can't figure out how it happened, but nevertheless it did happen. And the railings are a mess, so we're not even going out there. It's just not safe right now. So we're stuck here in the bedroom. I was going to do it downstairs, but that would have necessitated carrying everything downstairs and then bringing it back up, because I do have Zoom tonight, and I didn't want to do that either with my back feeling not good. So here we are in the bedroom. I've got 1, 2, 3 little projects with a little bit of progress on them, and then I will add the antique haul to the end, and that will be it for this week. I do want to ask you to please like, comment, subscribe. My analytics are continuing to go downhill. So new people can't find me. If you're not up there in the analytics, you really have to search to find someone. So if you could please do that for me, I would appreciate it greatly. So without further ado, I'm going to start with this one, the Village of Hawk Run Hollow. I'm working on this block, and I got that old burial ground hill filled in, and one of the headstones, and that I think is all that I didn't even take this one out of the Q-snap because it's really not worth it. I got this headstone, so that's there. You can see it better now. That's where I'm at. Again, not a lot of progress, and as far as I know, you haven't seen that progress, but it's entirely possible you have. I apologize if that is the case. I know you haven't seen this progress because I just worked on it last night. I hadn't touched it in 2 weeks. So I am down to almost being done. This is Eliza's French Birds from JBW. This is stitched on 40 count Dulce de Leche. Probably not saying that correctly, but it is what it is. And all I have left to do is one more bird. And then the words if I decide to put them on there. But I don't know that I feel a burning desire to have Eliza on there. So just one bird. This one right here, which you can barely see in that picture. But one more bird, and I'm calling these birds a she. They will be done. And then I can start on a new bird. Looking forward to that. And then, last but not least, is my Quaker Welcome, which I only work on during Zooms. And like I said, I haven't Zoomed. So I Zoomed last Monday. I missed last Saturday, like a week ago Saturday, and this past Saturday. So I only got to work on it on Monday. And this is currently where I'm at. And what I have gotten done is I'm going to fold it in half, is the green That's completed now. I have to add the pink to those 4 places, and I got this little black medallion done. So what's left is the pink flowers, boom, 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 and then these 4 items right here. So I will have a finish on this one if life goes back to normal and I get to stitch on it when I normally do. Hopefully finish maybe 2 weeks. Maybe. It would be nice. That would be another finish. Oh, the fair is also happening. The entries that were dropped off to the shop made it to Grand Island safely, and I ended up with 7 entries. I was only going to send 2, and then we weren't getting many entries. So I decided I needed to kick it into gear and get a few of my finishes finished. So I did that. That was another reason I didn't get much stitching done. It's because I was finishing things, so that I ended up with 7 entries into the fair rather than 2. So my faded flag went, because I got that finished done. What is it called? It was that colorful bird from Teresa Kogut. The name is escaping me, but I put it in a box lid. Mary Amelia's bird went. Anna Grader went. My peacock! The frame came in. I went in extra early and got it finished so it could go to the fair. So that one went. What else went? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 2 more. 2 more. And I can't think of what they are. Anyway, so I sent 7. Doreen sent, I think she said 8. I don't know how many Pam sent. Karen Vinson, she always sends a lot. That girl is a machine. She sent, I think 13 is what she told me. Deb Schlegel sent a few. Rosie sent 1. She's had some life things happening, so we're going to forgive her for just her 1, because that, 1 is better than 0. So kudos to her for getting 1 done with everything going on. I don't know how many Lori had. Elizabeth, I think, did 3. Katie did 1. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. I will mention them when they come back. But anyway, that's taking place here in a week or so. And looking forward to, I'm hoping to go out, but I don't know if Dan has any vacation time he can use. He's kind of busy right now. So that is about everything I know, which is not a whole lot. So you can tell me in the comments what's going on in your life. You're getting back to school. The kids have started. Well, Omaha proper started last week. I think Millard, Ralston, maybe Gretna. I think they start this week. My granddaughters start next week. They go to a Catholic school. So they start, I think, next week. I don't know. Last week was an awful early start, in my opinion. You barely get into summer, and all of a sudden it's time to go back to school. I just think that's wrong. I remember the days when we didn't go back until after Labor Day weekend, and we were still out by the 1st of June. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, we had grandkids here this weekend. That was fun, except for yesterday morning. Hayden was, oof. Even his mama wanted to get rid of him yesterday. He was a little whiny. I think he doesn't sleep well when he's here because he's not here that often. And he was cranky. Very cranky. The whine was real, let me tell you. And not this kind of whine. So yeah, that's kind of been what's going on here. I hope you all are getting a lot of stitching done. I'm hoping mine will increase here now, but I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to now go into the antique haul. If you are not interested in that, thank you for watching up to this point. I appreciate it. If you would please leave a comment or like it or subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be awesome too. And I will see you hopefully next weekend for a chart of the week video, chart of the day video. Hopefully. You take care until then. Are you ready for some antique haul? Dan and I went to the Brass Armadillo yesterday. I went for one specific thing that was no longer there, which I mentioned in my last video. But I managed to find some other treasures. So I still, at this time, today when I'm recording this, can't show you my big treasures because it's not quite ready to be seen yet, but it's getting closer, and hopefully I'll be able to add another clip to the end of this. So if you're interested in antiques, keep watching until the actual ending, where the music plays, because there may be another clip after this. There may not. I don't know, but there may. So when I say goodbye on this clip, there may be yet another one, is what I'm saying. So, clear as mud. Anyway, so where do I want to start? I'll start here. I think I showed you last time I bought the little teeny tiny nutmeg, I think it was nutmeg grater. I found another one of these rounded ones. I don't know why I like them, but I do. But now I have 3 different sizes, so I think I can be done, but I kind of see them maybe mounted on a piece of old wood or something and just hanging on the wall out in the butler's pantry or something like that. We're getting really close to the finish of the butler's pantry. Dan put some more clear coat on the countertop, and he's primed the door, and then there's the floor, and then it's trim, which terrifies me because Dan has a terrible time finishing trim. So, but I'm going to have to ding him until it's done, like completely done, not 99.999% done. I mean done. Usually there's one little item. So anyway, so that's kind of a lot of the things that I've been picking up are maybe going to go out. Well, not this trip. Only a couple of them are maybe going to go out there in the butler's pantry. But anyway, that's kind of what I've been keeping in the back of my head when I've been shopping, is things that might work for, to make the butler's pantry decorative and pretty, because it's going to be uber functional. and it's pretty regardless, but it's going to be, it needs pretty. It needs decorated. So that's what I do. I decorate. So anyway, and the next thing, well, we'll do this one because it's kind of for the pantry too. Was digging through this one booth. I'm trying to get this out of here without them all not spilling on the floor. And there was this shoebox on the floor. And I opened up the shoebox to see what was in it. And it was, there, got it out of the, see, shoebox, New Balance. It was this thing, which are little milk glass spice jars. They don't have any of the labels on them. And their lids are all kind of rusty and crusty, which Dan likes, but I'm thinking I'd rather paint them or something. They definitely need a clear coat of something on the inside because they're a little rusty on the inside too, if I were going to use them. I haven't decided if I will actually use them, or just use them as display. The rack is missing one, so I'm going to have to keep my eye open. I found some with red lids on them yesterday. Like this whole thing, the display piece, the wood display piece, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 jars was $20. And I knew that these jars sell, well, the ones with the labels on them and that aren't all rusty can sell for $8, $9 a bottle. Because I saw some there. So I thought that was a really good buy, and I'm almost positive I would be able to find some labels to download and print to go on here if I want to. So I'm still percolating in my head what I want to do with those, whether I want to use them out here in the kitchen or whether I want them for just display in the pantry. Because I won't be doing cooking out there. I could be doing some prep work sometimes, and it might be nice to, but the actual food pantry with all my regular spices are out there anyway in the pantry. So these might be more for a decorative thing than anything else. I haven't decided. Or I could use them out here next to the stove and not have to go into, it's like 2 steps, but you know what I'm saying. I wouldn't have to actually go into the pantry to get a spice if I needed, garlic powder or something like that. So I thought, anyway, $20. I'm like, I'll figure out something I want to do with them. The next thing, I did leave a picture there that I kind of wanted. It was pretty spendy. And since my other item was pretty spendy, I decided to leave it there. And in a couple of weeks, I'll go back and see if it's still there. And if it is, then I'll buy it. But I did bring this home. I have a small collection of these. This is just it's not a reel, it's a toy, but it's a little miniature sewing machine made out of metal, and it still goes up and down, there's a needle in it, so like the foot goes, I don't know, can you see it's got the lever, so the foot goes up and down. So it's still functional. It was just a kid's thing. So I'm going to add this to my little collection. I'm going to change the blue thread though, because I think green thread would look better. So I got that. Then I picked up this box. It's actually a drawer from an old treadle sewing machine. But I like the fact that it was flat on the back side and rounded on the front. So I'm thinking I need to find another handle and put a handle on this end. And then I'm going to hang it on the wall, put some greenery and maybe some pillow, cross-stitch pillows and some doodads in there. And it'll just be a nice display piece. It was $10. So there was a second one, but it was missing some of the veneer. So I didn't pick that one up. Oh, and then in the last antique haul, I showed you that birdhouse and told you about the thing I saw at Maryland's, the post with the birdhouse and the old doorknob and latch. And so I've been wanting to find the rest of the pieces parts so we can make that display. And we found a latch that will work for $5. So you turn this. Not that it needs to work, but we found one, and it looks nice with the birdhouse, so it will work. Now I just need to find a handle that I like that will go above this, and then we can work on that display piece. Then this was, I just thought it was too nice to stay there. Now they had it labeled as a crocheted throw, and it needs to be cleaned. It smells. It's next on my list of things to do is to wash it in the sink. But it's huge. And it's in really good shape. And I thought I might use it as a tablecloth. It's very pretty. I think it was like $15. Somewhere in there, 15, 12. But it is a little smelly. So we're gonna soak that in the kitchen sink for a while and hope that it doesn't fall apart and get that smelling better. And I think the last thing that I can show you, it goes with the other things that I can't show you. So it might give you a little bit of a hint. Maybe not. I don't know. It's a nip. I'm gonna put my glasses on so I can read it. Say what it is for sure. It says hand painted nippon with an M in the middle. I don't know what that means, but I tend to like nippon dishes. I just think that's so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? And it's perfect with the other items that I can't yet show you, but hopefully we'll show you right after this, because this won't post for 2 weeks, and that should be done out there by then. Fingers crossed. But it's coming together exactly how I hoped. So that, I think, was everything that I got yesterday. So I had to leave so many things behind that I really would have liked to, have brought home with me, but pockets are only so deep, and we've been spending a lot to try and finish up the pantry. So I think that's
going to be all I have for right now. But stay tuned because there's probably more coming. I hope, fingers crossed. I'll talk to you later. Bye.